When you think of popular bosses in the Yokai Watch series, a lot of bosses such as Slimeamander, Sproink, Gutsy Bones come to mind, but in my opinion, or at least to me, the most popular bosses, or the coolest ones in my opinion, or honestly just the most iconic ones to me, feels like the Oni trio, mainly being Gargaros, Ogralus, and Orcanos. Gargaros is, honestly, he's probably responsible for a lot of people having a little bit of trauma because of Terror Time, because bro was scary. When you got stopped just as you were doing your own thing, and then he comes after you, oh boy, it was pretty scary. And then you beat him, then you fight Ogralus, he's kind of overlooked, he's just the middle child, and then Orcanos is the hardest boss in Yokai Watch 1. Kind of falls off after that, but you know what, they're still pretty cool, and thankfully, because of Yokai Watch 2's Oni Evolution update, they became playable, and so, they're also playable in Yokai Watch Blasters. Now, in the base game, they're pretty mediocre, but in Plus Plus, they all have a pretty unique identity, allowing them to be separate from each other, but also be connected, because again, they are brothers. We are going to start off with Orcanos, because, you know what, I think I can actually get away with him being a computer, so we're going to start off with him. Orcanos is an S-rank tank yokai of the Tough Tribe. He might be our first Tough yokai. No, we had Ultimate Robanya, my goat. Orcanos has a base HP stat of 457, a base strength stat of 215, a base defense stat of 250, a base spirit of 98, and is of the slow speed tier. So he is really tanky, but also pretty decently strong, which is good because that's what he is. His skill is Iron Oni's Will. This essentially gives him 2 built-in getaway plushes, meaning you could either free up your item slot or bring 2 additional getaway plushes to have 4 total. That is really, really good when you are a tank. His ultimate is Nightmare Beat. This is just a really strong 400 base power, has 320 gauge needed, so it's actually pretty fast. I think, I'm fairly certain at least. Uses the strength stat, it's physical. It's pretty cool. Speaking of 400 base power stuff, we'll get into that in a second, but his basic attack is Iron Swing. All 3 of the Oni brothers share this. They share 3 moves. Well, actually, they share 4 technically with this ultimate, I think. I haven't looked into their, like, gauges needed, but they all have the Iron Swing. This is a 120 base power, 2-second cooldown, and gives 20 soul meter. The basic attack, you would think, you know, that's pretty good, but it's pretty slow, or at least it was in the times that I've used them. So don't try to bet on using the Golden Claw soul. That's kind of an overrated soul, but, you know, it could still be pretty good. But Iron Swing, you know, it's pretty good. It's very strong, just like they are. So it fits, and plus, it gives them a unique identity. Gargaros doesn't even have it. He has a different variation, but his animation is also different, so maybe that's why. Let's go over the 2 learnable moves that they all have, and they all share in common. That being Mighty Attack and Power of Terror. Mighty Attack is very simple. It's 400 base power, 12 seconds of cooldown, has super armor during the move, big wind-up, 48 base power. It's a very, very, very strong move for all of them, so most of the time you're going to be running it. Alongside Mighty Attack, they have Power of Terror. It gives 20% attack, which is both strength and spirit, by the way, so even Ogralus, even though he's a mainly spirit user, or at least usually is, it still buffs him, so it's very useful. It also gives 140% defense for 15 seconds. You can hold it to make it an AoE boost, and it has a cooldown of 35 seconds. So you don't have that much uptime on it, but it's still a very, very strong buff, especially if you're a tank and if you're, you know, trying to focus on tanking, you don't really care about running Mighty Attack. This and another move are very nice for a tank to have. Speaking of which, let's get into his unique moves. First up, he's got Double Discourage. This is a 80 base power move with 10 seconds of cooldown, gives 40 soul meter, and it drops the enemy's attack by 100% for 2 seconds. This means that the enemy literally does 1 damage to you or anybody for 2 seconds. Very, very powerful in the right situations, although I don't really think Orcanos is that good of a user of it. A better user would be something like Tank Enma, because he's very fast and nimble and all that. Orcanos, is very slow. And I think he just does face tanking a whole lot better, especially because he has access to Iron Guard. This greatly reduces damage taken. It also slightly gets foes' attention, lasts for a decent while. You know, it's a quintessential guard move. It's very good. So I'm going to be running that, and instead of having to run Power of Terror, I'm going to be running the Phantasmeri Soul, which gives me attack up when I am attacked, and it lasts until I die. And then we have the Super Red Paws Bauble to give us both great strength, defense, and HP. Now, if you want to, you could run like an actual band or something that gives strength and defense, but because he also wants to be a tank, I decided to give him just a basic bauble, just so that way he can have, you know, as high a stats as possible. Now, if you wanted to, you could give him something like the Moonlit Cat Bauble, or one of those baubles that give super high stats, but because of a little thing called diminishing returns, even though theoretically my defense is 451 and I could raise it to 473, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. And plus, the 5% strength of our allies also applies to me and can give me a little head start. It also makes my little ally here, Ultimate Robonyan, a little bit stronger. It's also not that big a deal, and it's not really the biggest deal which one you pick. Kind of just whatever you have access to will usually do enough for Orcanos. Speaking of which, I have Ultimate Robonyan here, really just because I like my goat, and really his own character guide. It did well. It just didn't get as many views as I would wish, because Ultimate Robonyan might just be my favorite character to play in the game, so I want to use him again. And so he's got the Moon Shadow to drop defense, Swirls of My Soul to drop attack. He's not going to be very good as a CPU doing it, but he's got Invincible Stance, he's got Overdrive. He's very, very powerful when you're playing as him. Look at him, he almost has 600 attack. He is very strong. And then we have Persevere here, just an amazing healer. I didn't want to bring any sort of healing support, or any sort of defensive support, or offensive debuffing support, so I just brought Persevere, just as a great healer. Mainly because I wanted to show how good of a tank Orcanos is. And so we also have the Elder Bloom Soul and the Moonlit Cat Bauble for just max stats and then fast healing. And then Whisper, just because he's a defense debuffer, gives everyone higher crit chance. Invocation Bauble to make negative spirits last longer, same thing with the Everforce Soul. You know what, he's just really good. So why don't we get into Orcanos first and see just how strong the Oni, the strongest Oni brother, I think, actually is. Well, he's not the strongest in terms of gameplay. They're all really good. I don't know which one's necessarily the best, but Orcanos, in terms of canon at least, is the most powerful. Also, in case you want to know how to get any of these guys, it's literally just from their Ultra forms as far as I remember. Yeah, Ultra Garg for Gargaros, Ultra Org or Og for Ogralus, and then Ultra Orcanos for Orcanos. So we've got Lunar 28. Now this guy is really, really good at making you not want to fight him, because he takes forever. Not only does he get defense every time he lands an attack, which, you know, is completely counterintuitive to what we want. We are a tank. We want to take attacks. So, you know, it kind of sucks. But at the same time, he also flies around and backsteps. He's one of the only two bosses that can dodge. The other one is just himself again, because of course. Yeah, these fights kind of take forever, which is why I have Ultimate Robonyan. So even though this is, you know, Orcanos is part of the guide, Orcanos is not very good at doing pure DPS, so we have Ultimate to do that. So we're going to keep up trying to attack, you know, keep debuffing his defense and his offense, which also is making Orcanos look better. And plus, under normal circumstances, if you're actually, you know, playing with people, you would have Ultimate be played. Orcanos is a very good tank. It's just this fight lasts for so long. We really want, you know, damage. So Ultimate is going to have to take center stage here. And sadly, all of our offensive debuffs have just been reset because he takes so long with that stupid Ultimate of his. I hate this guy. Despise, bro. So thankfully, this one we can keep attacking until he flies away, unlike his Ultimate. So here we can keep up all of our debuffs. This one we cannot. We're going to fly over here. Hopefully we can keep it up. I think we barely missed. We barely missed. So, yeah. So every time he lands an attack on one of our computers, he gets defense for a crap ton of time, too. That's the bad part. It lasts for so long that he's bound to hit something again. So, really kind of sucks. But, you know, it's whatever. I did not need to do that, but doesn't matter. Keep on hitting a cool blitz attack. We're gonna, you know, everybody's gonna take damage. Persevere is usually a pretty terrible computer healer. I'm not going to switch to Orcanos because I feel like I would have just gotten him taking more damage. Persevere, getting his back blown out. We're going to keep on doing some attacks. Really, I'm just trying to get through this first part of the phase because, like, it takes forever. So we're going to try to keep on debuffing his defense. I don't want him to, you know, keep on having tons of defense because that makes this fight take forever. It really does. Like, this fight takes so long. I might have to stop using it as a showcase fight. I honestly, it might be the hardest fight in the game just because it takes so long. If you don't have a defense debuffer, you're kind of cooked. And Whisper, he just sucks. So, and apparently Persevere hates Bro because he is not reviving him. Go do your job, healer. That's another body bag. Whatever. So we're going to keep on landing attacks, trying to keep this up. Back blown out. Whisper's dead. All of our offensive debuffs just gone. Doesn't matter. We're going to keep on landing these attacks over and over. Trying to lower his defense too. So there we go. His defense is down. Got to keep on landing these over and over. Nightmare beat, potentially. Nope, every time. Anytime I try to do Assault Ultimate with a character, he flies away the mere millisecond he feels threatened. Whatever. So we're going to keep this up. Going to, not Invincible Stance. Oh god, okay. There goes my thing. We're going to Ultimate Missile Pod to stun everything in place and get rid of those stupid little robos. Because they will throw hands. If you don't believe this fight's very difficult, you've never been rocked by one of these little robos. That just like, they want your soul. So I think one of Orcanos' things finally triggered. Maybe it's triggered already, and I just didn't notice, but yeah. So he essentially has 2 built-in getaway plushes, even if you're not playing as him. So I'm trying to keep attacking so that way Persevere specifically doesn't take much damage. Orcanos is usually pretty good at surviving, especially because, again, he has 2 built-in getaway plushes, which is very powerful for a tank. Again, I have to reiterate, that is very good. If I was, like, always human controlling Ultimate Robonyan, which, I mean, I am, but, like, if Orcanos was human controlled, he would be doing even better because you would be able to actually, like, guard the really big attacks and not have to guard the super weak ones. So, yeah. We're going to, yeah, he's going to fly away. We're going to get out of the way. Going to hopefully wait for him to do something super committal like that. Nightmare beat 1400, almost 1500 actually. Very strong. Yeah. Like, all that is with the Phantasmal Rifle, and he does some pretty good damage. So imagine him doing that with, like, Mighty Attack all the time. Yeah, it'd be really good. So we're going to Invincible Stance to get rid of these little guys. Do this, avoid that. Keep this up, keep up our combo. Go over here. Keep this up. Oh god, there goes my other getaway plush. We're going to Invincible Stance, do that. Res with Persevere. Heal you. Oh, there goes... Oh, he survived. Congrats, dude. You did it. Good job. The computer did something. I almost got Orcanos killed. I know bro was fearing for his life for a second there. Alright. So we're going to keep this up. You don't have to guard. You're not in any danger, Orcanos, but sure, keep it up. As long as you're not dying, I guess it's fine. We're going to keep this up. He's going to keep spamming the rocket belt, but whatever. Oh god, okay, avoid that. You don't have to guard, man, you're fine. Invincible Stance. Heal you. Persevere's back, we're good. Keep this up. As you can see, I don't think Orcanos... I mean, he's lost his Iron Oni's will once before, but he hasn't really died, which is pretty good for a computer. Like, remember, I'm not even playing as him, and he's still putting in, like, a ton of work. I didn't want to do that, but I guess I have to. Guard, I don't know where he is. Guard, I don't know where he is again. I can get out of the way of that one. So we're going to keep this up. We're going to hit a super sick Mighty Attack. Get a heal. I think I missed the Nightmare beat. Whatever, I guess. Can't have nothing nice. Go over here. Do a little bit stuff as ultimate. Hit this. Oh no, he finally died. For the first time. Oh, and he's died too. So we're just going to Sultimate, and we're going to act like nothing happened. Because nothing happened. This trifecta is honestly pretty good. If they were human-controlled. When they're not human-controlled, obviously they kind of stink. You're looking at you, Percy. Circle Restoring when I'm fully healed. You could have just, like, full healed yourself. I don't, like, Orcanos would not have minded. So we're going to try to keep Orcanos alive, because he is the showcase character. Hit a mighty attack. Heal, bro. Go over here. Yeah, he's going to stand right here, so we're going to do this. Get a nice circle heal on him. Pretty good. Like, as you can see, Ultimate One, he's a really good DPS, and this fight is still taking forever. So I think you can see why I'm switching to him. So, yeah, pretty good. So now we're going to hit this. Keep hitting these. Hit some nice iron swings, because he's still doing some pretty good damage. 300. Remember, this guy has his defense buffed up beyond oblivion. So, don't feel too bad for him not doing tons of damage. This boss specifically is really good at surviving. So, don't feel too bad and think, oh, he's not that good. No, he's pretty dang good. It's just this guy specifically hates slow tank characters that build up by getting hit. I missed, or so. Hopefully we can get the Nightmare Beat to finish. That would be really cool. But it might not be able to. But we're going to hit it. Try to hit it anyway. Or we miss. Doesn't matter. So we're just going to hit a good almighty attack. It's essentially budget Nightmare Beat. Like this. Oh, there he goes. Oh no. How sad. My tank, he died. You gotta hit it, Orcanos. Finish him. We're gonna get it eventually. Oh, look at that. It's Lunar 28, guys. Alright. So he's going to Sultimate. No, he's not. He's not Sultimating. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Mighty attack. Nope. I just want to get the finishing blow with Orcanos, but yeah, Ultimate kind of takes it because I'm being silly. But yeah, Orcanos, under normal circumstances, I know this fight doesn't really make him look all that good, so we're going to go do something different. We're not going to do Shogun King. That's honestly just as bad. But he's really good when he's not, you know, getting pelted all the time. He's a very, very strong tank. It's very, very good. Orcanos, under, like, human play, and even when you have support, he is an incredible tank. The only thing is, I just prefer characters that can also make other characters tankier, like Nyanzlot and Tank Enma. So next up we've got Swirliest Gold. Now Swirliest Gold is usually pretty dang good at stopping up close and personal attackers, but that stupid howl of his, I hate that thing. I hate that stupid howl. You want to know what would probably be a really broken item if it ever came to ++? An item that gives you defense as you get attacked and it lasts until you die. Like, if you can keep that tank alive to build that up, it would never die. So, yeah, I don't think that's ever going to be coming to this game. But you know, we could theorize. Orcanos would be super broken if he had that, because he's got built-in getaway plushes too. If it doesn't take away his things when he like survives with the getaway plush, that would be absurdly broken on him. So we're gonna invincible stance. We're just gonna try to get a couple of a little bit of debuffing off at the start of the fight, because I don't remember which one I'm supposed to stand on. Not the white. Okay, good to know. So we're gonna hit a mighty attack, get out of the way with ultimate by invincible stancing. So we're gonna hit a couple of debuffs just to make him take barely any damage. He's weak to wind. The only boss I think of that has like a wind attack is at Cradle. With the big tornado, almost with the jig, the big tornado. So you don't really have to worry about it. I think he's strong against ice, or maybe he's weak against ice. I think he's strong against ice. So the Golden Glacier, I think it is. I'm pretty sure this guy has ice attacks. I think we'll be able to see it in action, maybe. So we're going to hit a Nightmare Beat. Pretty good, 1600. As you can see, actual damage there, pretty good, because he's not buffing up his defense. That's why I like this fight a lot better, despite the stupid howl. I hate that howl. And that's another reason I hate this fight. So we're going to keep this up, keep on mighty blitz attacking, keep on landing our buffs, debuffs, all that. Keep this up, you know, keep all this up. Pretty good, we can keep up our defense debuffing shenanigans, especially with blitz attack. Yeah, Godly Glacier, you got 6 damage. I mean, then again, I took 15, but, like, still. We're gonna hit a Ultimate Missile Pod. Keep this up. Pretty good. I don't think he's going to keep up the combo any longer, but there you go. 1 damage, 131. Pretty dang good. That defense is just from Whisper, so the combo has been dropped, but doesn't matter. Whisper's dead. I am not. 56 damage, that's pretty good. So we're going to stand right here, do a Mighty Attack. The cool thing with Mighty Attack is you don't actually get launched back when you get hit with the stupid thing. Oh yeah, 1300, pretty good. So when you're Mighty Attacking, you don't get launched back. Persevere, go heal. Go do your job. I know you don't like your job, but you have to. You chose to be a yokai. Okay, there goes Percy. Oh wait, am I not supposed to stand on the white? I've kind of forgotten. Which one am I supposed to stand on? We're gonna res. Ultimate. Avoid that. Res you. Heal someone. Heal again. Okay, we're supposed to stand on the red. Okay, we're gonna get it behind him with ultimate. Orcanos, he's gonna get blasted, but he doesn't care. Mighty Attack, and now we're just gonna keep this up. Persevere is gonna do his job healing pretty good. I don't think Orcanos died. He might have died. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But what he does have is probably his ultimate, maybe. Oh, he's close to his ultimate. So we got the defense debuff on Whisper. So we're just gonna hit a good old Nightmare beat. I think he crit for 2,300. Oh yeah, that's really good because he doesn't have any sort of built-in crit buffing stuff. So yeah, very strong character. Very, very strong. So, Orcanos is a very good tank. You can even just throw him on and like give him more of like a survivor's build, and he'd be very good. And that's what we're going to do because now we're going to get into the next Oni brother, Ogralus. Sure, why not? So I was given pointers in the right direction from a friend on the Discord server, the Discord server. If you want to join it, where you can get teasers and all that stuff, linked in the description, as always, for these videos. But the idea is, Ogralus really loves his own equips, the Ogre Striker. We're going to talk about this first. So this gives 345 strength, 195 spirit, and adds 35% of your strength stat to your spirit stat. And then we have the Myrmidon Soul just as a nice, easy 20% attack up when at full HP. Pretty dang good. And that's because Ogralus is not really just a special attacker, he's also a good mixed attacker. So let's get into his stats. He's an S-rank fighter yokai of the Tough Tribe, with a base HP stat of 441, a base strength stat of 172, a base defense stat of 159, a base spirit stat of 248, and is of the slow speed tier. And his skill is Oni Up. This reduces the time it takes for techniques to charge by 30%. Really, really good if we're using charge moves. And we have Power of Terror to make it an AoE, and we have Waterfall on currently. He also has access to Mighty Attack, which is pretty good. And then he's got Rapids. Rapids has 50 base power, but I think 160 when you fully charge it. I think it's not even on the spreadsheet. I think it might have gotten removed by accident. But basically, you should just run Waterfall. It's got 60 base power, 200 when you fully charge it, 3 seconds of cooldown, but 2.5 when you fully charge it, takes 2.5 seconds to fully charge, gives 12 soul meter uncharged, 40 soul meter fully charged. Very good. His ultimate is Iron Frost. It has, I think it's 320, yeah, it's 320 gauge. It uses the strength stats, so you still do want to buff up his strength, because Iron Swing and Iron Frost are pretty good, so he's a really good mixed attacker, which is fun. Those are usually pretty fun. The only thing is he's not very tanky, so we have Orcanos here. I changed up his build a little bit, gave him Survivor Soul, which is giving him essentially a full heal, so he's got 3 getaway pushes practically. Has Power of Terror and Iron Guard, and then we have Poofessor here, because, what's his name? Unpleasant. Unpleasant is a little too broken in my opinion, because he's always got the attack debuff, and it can be like 70%. The Poofessor is a little bit less so because he can miss info dump because he sucks. And we still have Persevere. Let's see how good Ogralus is. Honestly, he's pretty dang good, from what I remember, because, you know, mixed attackers are usually not the best, but when they are really good, they are really, really good. Look, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Usually, I kind of do have to take a couple of runs. But that's just because, you know, when I'm by myself and I'm using these characters that, you know, they're good, but they're not really the best. Usually, it does kind of take a couple attempts. I have not had a single good attempt with these Oni Bros. Like, but we're gonna try to get it done anyway. So, the main downside is just that they're so slow and they're so bad. They're so bad at dodging, like especially in combination with them being CPUs. Like I'm like switching back and forth in these other attempts. Like look at that, he wasted info dump. He was dead. I hate these stupid computers so much, but there ain't nothing I could do about it. And if I just like was like, oh, let's just use other people, let's just play with other people, then they would have like good characters like Ultimate Robanyan, Emperor Usapion, Shogunyan, Tanbo. They'd have really good characters that kind of just devalue what it means to use these yokai. Because obviously, when you got 4 people, you can do whatever. The only reason the Emma guide, I did it, is because Emma, is a supporter, but Lucy was also using Emma. So we were getting both sides of Emma at once, and it was fine. It was working really well, too. But with the Oni Bros, they really are much better when you have actual allies that really work. But Ogralus, he's pretty dang good. The only reason I'm really losing all that much is because I'm not also running... what's his face? Unpleasant. Unpleasant's very strong. He's a very good yokai, especially after his rework. Well, actually, no, only after his rework. His rework is insanely good. But Ogralus is also pretty good. We already have Iron Frost, and we did 1200 damage. I just got, god dang, I just got beat. Oh my god. Golden Claws hates this guy. He's also not even weak to water. The fire, the like quintessential like fire cat, not weak to water. So really just not a good fight for Ogralus, but we're doing it anyway because why not? Fully healed, I do 800, which is honestly very good water DPS. The only downside is just that, it's not super duper fast. So, and I also have to be at full HP, and clearly Golden Claws hates my guts because I'm getting double combo, double whammied because I'm just not paying that much attention. I don't think, oh, he's gonna, wallop on me. How about we wallop on that stupid Topanyan? I hate that stupid cat. Good. Info dump killed that stupid cat that I hate. So we're gonna go over here. We're going to hit a Nightmare Beat for once. Thankfully, he tried to get away. He tried his best to get away, but he ain't gonna get away from both of the Oni brothers. So yeah, this fight kind of sucks for Ogralus because, well, he obviously spams a whole lot. Like, he's got big AoE moves. As you can see, Orcanos the tank, he's taking damage because that stupid computer's standing in the fire zone. What are you doing? Wasting all of his moves. Persevere's dead. Our healers died. What point is there to even live anymore? Because, like, now the whole team's just going to be falling apart. But not Ogralus. Ogralus is usually pretty good. So we're going to keep this up. He's got a Circle Restore, even though he did not need to heal either of the yokai next to him, because he's kind of stupid. Old man, his bones don't work. So they're just eating away his brain to try to survive. And so he's got very little brain power. The other Persevere, the actual good one that like reses your team when you're like getting bullied by bosses, he's really good. He took the brain. So no Golden Yan, kind of sucks because that would give us chance time and give us more times to hit this stupid Golden Cat. But yeah, I hate this guy mainly because of Puni, because bro is a paid exclusive. This guy, this fat obese Golden Cat recolor, is a paid exclusive. Like, it's so stupid. I hate him and Swirlius Gold. And the worst part is Swirlius Gold is also one, and he just straight up sucks. Like, he's bad. It's terrible. Yeah, Puni has some very stupid problems. But in Blasters, they're just recolors. I did not want to give Poofessor Power of Terror, but I guess I have to. Okay, there's a Dianyon. Dianyon, I think, is actually like pretty tanky, so I'm just going to use my ultimate. I know it's kind of wasteful, but he gets it very fast, so it's not really the biggest deal. Yeah, we're just going to keep this up. Hit some more Iron Swings. You're not getting your ultimate fast enough. Poofessor Sult to poop him out. There we go. Big offensive debuffing. Very nice. You love to see it. I'm going to keep this up over and over again. Full heal. W. We're going to hit a waterfall. I'm actually going to save Power of Terror for when the ultimate starts, because then we're going to be able to give everybody a defense buff, and we're going to hopefully be able to survive longer. Oh man, I didn't fully charge it. Okay, we're gonna do that. not that. And, okay. So we have Persevere's ultimate ready, so we can fully res if we need to. Like, as you can see, like, Ogralus, he's just gonna get one shot. Like, there ain't nothing we can do about it. So we're gonna res over here, over here, over here. We're gonna ultimate because, yeah, he lost both of his getaway pushes, but it's not really the biggest deal. Poop, do that. Pretty fun. I don't know why Dianyon is doing that. He can't be debuffed, but doesn't matter. I need to be here, so that way I can, you know, be strong and safe. Brother, take this buff. He wasn't close enough. Oh no. He's just getting bullied by... The old man's getting bullied. But thankfully, Waterfall is an AoE, so I can just target this guy, and we're still gonna hit Golden Claws. Very nice. That's why I like Waterfall. It's really good. It's a very good element to be. Aside from the fact that no boss is weak to you. But that doesn't matter. So we're going to keep doing this over and over again. I'm not going to use my ultimate because I'm not going to kill. But we're going to wait until he's, you know, kind of close to dying. Hit this. Try to stop him. I don't want to be buffed up, but if it happens, it happens. So we're going to Waterfall. I'm glad we actually finally got this attempt done. Okay, I say that. I'm just grabbing it. I don't care. I'm just grabbing this. Oh, we didn't do the little thing. I wasn't ready. Okay, full heal everybody just so they can tank an extra attack. Pretty cool. Okay, res. Pretty cool. Over here. Oh no. Oh no. That's a res. I'm going to ultimate. Nightmare Beat and Iron Frost. Oh, boom! There we go. I'm glad we got it done. So yeah, Ogralus, he's pretty good. Not quite good enough when you're by yourself, but if you have actual people here and you're not having to switch back and forth from stupid computers, he's a very, very good option. As long as you can keep him safe. And there's probably a better soul gem you could use out there. I'm just not 100% sure what it'd be. There's a ton of yokai and a ton of Eclipse here. I can't be perfect. So finally, we have Gargaros, the OG Oni brother. Despite him, I don't think he's the oldest. He might be the youngest. But he's interesting. So he's actually getting a quote-unquote rework in the next update. Because his skills is going to be reworked, but we'll talk about that in a second. So Gargaros is an S-rank fighter yokai of the Tough Tribe, just like Ogralus. He has a base HP of 448, a base strength of 248, a base defense of 204, a base spirit of 120, and is of the slow speed tier. I'm going to say a lot. His skill is Adrenaline. This gives 25% attack for 20 seconds after defeating an enemy. Now, in the next update, this is getting slightly reworked. So currently, anytime you kill an enemy, you get 25% attack for 20 seconds, and you can get an additional 25% attack for another 20 seconds. However, the first one cannot be increased by killing another enemy. But in the next update, it's kind of going to work like a combo character. So basically, as long as you're constantly killing something within 20 seconds, it might have been changed to 15 seconds. It might have, I kind of forgot. But essentially, as long as you're constantly killing something, you'll keep gaining the attack buffs, and you'll essentially, after you kill 4 things and you constantly keep killing things, you'll have 100% attack for as long as you can keep killing things, which gets really easy when you have 100% attack. So, pretty dang good. So his skill against some bosses is genuinely useless, like against Gargaros himself, Ogralus, Orcanos, Shogun King. It's niche because his thing is that good. The Robonyons are pretty good because they keep summoning those little robos once they hit like half HP, and he can do very, very nice there. And Wisp Cream, I guess, summons little whispers every now and then, but it's not really worth it. So, I mean, the Golden Claws and Swirls Gold, I probably should have done them with Gargaros, thinking about it, but, you know, it's whatever. So, we got, Gargaros, he's pretty good. He's got Iron Swing, Iron Anger, 320 ultimate gauge needed. Same as the other two. Now, his moves, he's got, Mighty Attack and Power of Terror, but he also has Shockwave Stomp, which has 160 base power, 8 seconds of cooldown, 2 seconds of charge time. 100% honest with you, I have no idea what you get by charging it. Maybe it's just so that way you can run around charging it. I don't know. But then it gives 40 soul meter. No, it gives 18. I was looking at the wrong thing. 18 soul meter. Honestly, it's a fun move. I like jumping around. So if you want to, if you don't want to run Power of Terror because you got enough support, maybe you can run it. But then he also has Incinerate. This is 60 base power, 200 when you charge it, 3 seconds of cooldown, 2.5 when you fully charge it, 2.5 seconds to fully charged, 12 seconds of soul meter uncharged, 40 soul meter fully charged. I don't know why you'd run this. Like, if you're running a mixed attacker Oni, run Ogralus, because he's a lot better at it. I don't know why you'd run Gargaros as a mixed attacker, but whatever. So, for for his equipment, a friend suggested the Fiend Band, which is a pretty good item. It gives 300 strength and 300 defense at the cost of no longer being able to be revived. Now, I could just run a Bauble, but at that point, I'm just running a different Orcanos. So, shoot, we might as well pick something unique. And then for the soul, I just threw on the Emperor Sapion soul for 75% crit damage. You can run any crit damage soul, same thing. Emperor Sapion is just kind of easy to farm when you're playing with other people, because everybody wants to get Emperor Sapion. So whenever I get dupes, I just turn him into a soul, because it's a pretty good one. We have Unpleasant here, because I am going to fight Shogun King, just because I always do. I decided to give him the Whisper Soul instead of the McCracken Soul, just for more crit rate. So we have a 20% chance to crit on everything, I think. I think that's how it works. I think it's a flat 10% chance to crit. So then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. So then we got the Moonlit Cat Bauble, just for him to have stats. He's got offensive drop and Vicious Circle, because he doesn't really have any better moves. Storm, I don't want the CPU doing that. Circle of Sickness, I don't even think works well against bosses, so kind of sucks. And Vicious Circle, I'd rather him not run up next to the enemy, but you know what? We might as well. At least he's lowering stats. On the same thing with the other two. So let's see the final Oni brother. Gargaros is not in this video. I guess I'll do him next week for his own video. And I don't know, we'll do some boss after that, I guess. But let's see how good the OG Gargaros is, because in the base game, he's pretty trash. But in here, he's actually probably pretty good. Especially after that rework comes next update. Guys, I'm gonna be 100%. We might just have to not win. Like, straight up, this guy does not like having stupid robot CPU teammates, because oh my god, they are so stupid. Like, it's just awful. There's nothing I can do about it. And it's an arbitrary rule that I've given myself to not have actual people in these character guides unless it's something special like the Emma guide. Because, well, obviously, if you just play with people, the people are going to be fine. You know, the people, you can run whoever you want. And it's not going to matter. When you play with robots, it does matter who you bring. Because they're all stupid. Every one of them. Unpleasant is dead. Our debuffer, the guy that makes this possible, he's dead. And now what is he doing? I don't get it. So we're going to revive everyone that we can. Go here, heal them, maybe, over here, and try to distract with Gargaros. I can't even land an attack because he's so slow. Yeah, mighty attack, get out of here. Iron Anger, how about you heal the robot cat, please? Double ultimate glitch? Cool, I guess. Doesn't matter, because Robonio's dead again. Yeah. Yeah, it just hurts, guys. There's just nothing I can do. I'm just playing as the healer over and over. Did you debuff? Did you do your job? Gotta do this. I just can't do anything. There's nothing that can be done. Gargaros is fine. Doesn't look like it, but he's fine. Gonna do a little power buff. Hit a mighty attack. Pow. 1100's pretty good. but you know, he's still alive, which is kind of the main thing. We're gonna go over here with you. I'm gonna try to like segregate these CPUs because they're stupid. Gonna assault buff with Robonyan. Maybe that does something. I'm gonna get away with unpleasant. I mean, persevere. Over here. Do this. Over here, away. I'm going to assault with you. Get away with you. Also get away with you. Double assault, glitch, W's. We love to see that, actually. Unpleasant. I mean, persevere, heal you. If unpleasant just, like, happens to die, it's not really the biggest deal. Because I can just fast res, bro. Yeah. Sorry to be sounding all depressed and stuff. It's just, like, learning, having to go with... Okay. We're finally out of that. But the only downside is Gargaros is not made for this. But we are able to take advantage of adrenaline. And Gargaros with adrenaline, he's pretty dang strong. So let's just keep this up. Adrenaline, save me. He got A1. But that's all he's gonna get. Because we're gonna keep getting adrenaline buffs. We're gonna keep it up. That's adrenaline. And that is a Iron Anger. I don't know how much damage he did. Maybe he does another one? I don't know. But Persevere's dead. That is the little opposite of what I want. Gargaros is dead. Yeah, it's just... I know it's the Gargaros showcase and he's just ascended, but... There's nothing I can do against Shogun King. Like, we literally just got, like, the best case scenario. He was constantly healing. There was nothing that could be done. We can't even get him back. Do we just let it happen and we go to another boss? I guess. I'm sorry. Like, none of these three are good against Shogun King. Like, Shogun King is just really... Oh, now you wanna do that. Shogun King just sucks. He's such a stupid fight because he spams multi-hits and the computers are like, why can't you kill me? Take me to my yokai friends! Shogun King just sucks. I hate him. I hate his fight. I hate this fight. I don't like Lunar 28. It's flying around constantly. I like that he gets defense as he attacks you. It's just in combination with him flying around and the fact that the buff lasts longer than he flies, so he can still like keep up combo. It just sucks. So I guess we'll go to some fight. We'll go to 3000, I guess. Why not, I guess. I tried to be different. I went to fight Zazzle. Gargaros is so mid, man. Like, I don't know. He's just so mid. Like, he's just inferior Orcanos despite having a higher attack stat. He's not special at all. Like, Adrenaline, even after the rework where it's more like a combo skill, it sucks. It's terrible. Like, most of these bosses don't even summon anything where you can kill something. It's good against Cat Cradle. Cat Cradle is like the easiest boss, one of the easiest bosses in the game. Only above like Slimeamander and Hydra, who also have, you know, all the bosses where they like summon little minions, aside from Robonyan and Robonyan 28,3000, usually bosses that summon things that you can kill are somehow pretty easy. I don't understand. Whatever. So we're going to keep on summoning, or just keep buffing myself, avoid that. Every time I buff myself, he flies away, so that way I can't take advantage of it. Oh no. Okay, thankfully we got the big ol' attack, pretty good. Thankfully, Robonyan 3000 doesn't buff up his defense, so this fight doesn't take nearly as long as 28's going to. So, that's pretty neat. Gonna hit a big ol' Iron Anger, 1300, pretty cool. Avoid that, hit a Mighty Attack. Big ol' numbers, pretty neat. We're good, I think. Does Robonyan not have his ultimate? Why? Dog, whatever. There goes a wasted attack debuff. Thanks, old Unpleasant. There's a Mighty Attack. There goes one of the Robo Fs. So yeah, in the next update, this is going to allow me to constantly get attack buffs. So we're going to attack this guy. So instead of it just giving me extra 20% attack buffs, this would give me 60% attack for a ton of time. Wow, 4,800. Yeah, that's pretty good. So then we hit on Mighty Attack, 1,800. Pretty good. So we're going to, I think we're about to get comboed by the top. Thankfully not. Avoid this. Over here. Let me buff up Robonyan. Maybe you won't die. Go behind them. Hit a Mighty Attack. Pow. Pretty good. Robonyan 3000 is the boss that I probably have the most time fighting. Because, honestly, I think he might be my favorite fight in the game. Like, it's very skill-based, and there's still places where you can just die. Then, like, it's pretty out of your control. But, at the same time, it's still, like, difficult, but fair. And I like that. I appreciate that. Shogun King is not fair. Not even to me. It's literally just because he keeps killing my computers, and then I buy myself, so, like, yeah, no duh, I'm gonna die. But we have Mighty Attack, and then we're going to go over here. Oh, he's gonna fly away. So we're just gonna run over here, and he's dead. Adrenaline boost. Yeah. Gargaros, he's just kind of mid, because adrenaline just sucks. Like, when did you guys let Unpleasant die? I can't. I don't know. Maybe my computers have just been broken. You could probably have more success with Gargaros, but honestly, I'd rather run Orcanos or Ogralus. Gargaros, despite being probably the most iconic of the three, he might be the worst. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but Adrenaline's just not that good. So there we have it. There is Gargaros, Ogralus, and Orcanos. Orcanos and Ogralus are pretty dang good, in all honesty. Gargaros, I don't know, because they all share Mighty Attack and Power of Terror, despite him having the highest attack stat, it doesn't really matter because he's still slow, so it just doesn't really feel like Gargaros is all that. Maybe if you could, like, buff him and he could run both Shockwave, Stomp, and Mighty Attack, he'd be able to do something. But there are a lot of better, tough S-rank fighter yokai. Even not even fighters, you got Golden Yan. Robonyan's pretty dang good. You have a lot of options, and so the Oni usually feel pretty outclassed. Ogralus is pretty good. Honestly, I like his mixed attacking playstyle. And then Orcanos, honestly, could either be a very good tank that also can support with Power of Terror, or he could be a very tanky DPS. Well, not DPS, but, you know, damage dealer. So, Orcanos and Ogralus were really good. Gargaros really outclassed and slow. So, I kind of just don't really run him very much. But these two, I'm going to have to start running them more often. Mainly Ogralus. I like him. He's fun. So, hope you enjoyed my suffering. Sorry for all of the Oni Bros fans. Doing these solo player are much more difficult than using the multiplayer. Using the multiplayer would be pretty dang easy, because my healer wouldn't be constantly dying. And, you know, all these characters, all of them need healing. So, when your healer is a computer, it's not that good. So, yeah, next up we'll do Gargaros, because he's not the same. He has unique moves. So, he doesn't have Mighty Attack, but, you know, it's whatever. So, after that, I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. But I hope you enjoyed. To get your Oni Bros, again, it's just from their Ultra forms. Very easy. So yeah, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed, and hope your Gargaros experience is better than mine.